the house. Doesn't even look the same. I drive by and don't recognize it.
Ramona Bantelfey will always remember what this Sardinia home looked like 24 years ago. This is the house on Middle Road where a stranger beat her, raped her, and kidnapped her.
Didn't disguise himself. He seemed normal, you know, like a regular person who would be looking to buy a house.
Ramona was a 33-year-old real estate agent in 1992. The house was for sale, and she took a call from a man who wanted to see the house on a Sunday afternoon. She went to meet him alone.
Punched me, jumped on me, pulled my hands behind my back, said, "Don't scream, I have a knife," and tied me. Hands.
The man whom Ramona described to police for this composite sketch raped her and then pushed her down the stairs and shoved her into the trunk of his car. Inside that dark trunk, with the car moving, Ramona worked feverishly to get her hands free.
I pulled out electric brake wires and taillight wires.
Wow.
Hoping that he wouldn't have any brake lights and maybe someone would pull him over for that.
She tried to pick the trunk lock, and as the car kept rolling, she pulled off her Buffalo Bills watch and found a hiding place for it. Why did you hide it in the trunk?
Because they would never find me. No one would ever find me.
Ramona kept working on that trunk lock. She was able to pop the trunk and get it open enough to recognize that she was here on Route 16 in Delavan. And when the car slowed down for those speed limit signs, she jumped out of the trunk and ran.
I flew out. I didn't care about the asphalt, about scuffing myself up, because it certainly couldn't be any worse than what I had already just been through.
Ramona found help in this trailer park, and by the next day, the suspect's image and description of his car were printed and broadcast across the area.
The rape suspect is described as being a white male, 6 feet 2 inches tall, about 180 pounds.
Acting on tips, police arrested 30-year-old David Grazik and found Ramona's watch in his car trunk. He had a prior conviction for obscene phone calls and breaking into a Lancaster home to steal women's underwear. He was also a state prison guard.
Grazik lives here with his wife and 3 children. Neighbors, who are quite shaken up over the arrest, promised his wife they would not talk about the family.
Grazik pleaded guilty to 8 counts against him, including rape, kidnapping, and sexual abuse. And Ramona did a remarkable thing at his sentencing in 1993. She stood up in court with television cameras rolling and described her nightmare.
I prayed to God, please don't hurt me. He was enraged, angry, violent, and evil man. I feared for my life. He raped me. The knife was always within reach.
Justice Mario Rossetti listened to Ramona and referred to the letters of many other local realtors who described the fear they felt on the job because of Grazik's actions. He sentenced Grazik to 67 to 114 years in prison. But because of a sentencing statute, the prison term became 25 to 50 years.
What would you do to get rid of the evidence? That's what the judge said. Why would you put her in a trunk other than to get rid of the witness? Then no one could testify against you.
This month, Ramona is preparing a victim impact statement because her attacker, now in Attica, is up for parole in February. The possibility that he could walk free terrifies her. So you're fearful of him?
Oh, totally fearful, yes.
Ramona is now asking other women who wrote and expressed fear to the judge back in 1993 to write about those fears today to the parole board deciding his fate.
To write letters to the parole board of how he affected their lives. I believe there's about 20 other women.
Ramona says she has a responsibility to other women. She still has that red paper survivor heart that she wore in court almost a quarter century ago. She's made a determined choice to speak out on behalf of women who have been victims of violent crime and to stand strong without guilt or shame.
And I'm speaking for all of the women and children that were victims of these crimes, because I can. It isn't easy, but I'm strong and strong enough.
Strong enough. Photographer Kim Root worked with me on this report. Anyone who has been affected by this crime or has seen its effect on Ramona is welcome to write a letter to the parole board or to call and make a statement. And I will be putting that information with this story on WIVB.com.